Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to today's session of live counter review using technical analysis. So for today, the flow will be same as per previous sessions. First up, I'll go through the US economic calendar, then followed by the indices and commodities, then followed by some of the sectors like FAANGM, US banks, semicons, and EV. Then last but not least, I'll go through the counters that you have dropped in the Q&A. So without further ado, I'll begin. This week, quite a lot of events coming up. Tonight nothing much. Tomorrow we have the New York Fed 1 year consumer inflation expectations. That's 12 a.m. Then afterwards, there's important one at night will be, let's see what Fed Chair Powell will be testifying at 11 p.m. Then afterwards, some more Fed speaks along the week on Wednesday 4:30 a.m. Uh, Afterwards, the important one will be the CPI data. That's on Wednesday. Uh, that's on Wednesday night, 9:30 p.m. So do keep a lookout for that. Then Fed Chair Powell testifying 11 p.m. on Wednesday, followed by usual core inventories at 11:30 p.m. Afterwards, Thursday we have some more Fed speaks, PPI data out at 9:30 p.m. Coupled with the usual jobless claims. Then on Friday we have retail sales data out at 9:30 p.m. and industrial production data at 10:15 p.m. as well. So that's mostly it for this week. Okay, I'll move on to the indices and commodities. First up, take a look at Bitcoin. So Bitcoin last week we saw a recovery from the 92,000 level continue as support. We saw an intraday rebound to test the 100,000 this support level that turned into resistance. So following which, the rest of the week, price gradually pulled back and just kind of moved sideways over here. But recently, there's quite a lot of lower wicks over here. I think around the 96,000 level. So there's still quite some buying support coming in. But personally, I think for now, some resistance might be coming from this 5 and 10-day moving average, which is in blue and red over here. So I think this is acting as short-term resistance since last Monday. But I think if the price can, I think the moving averages are starting to smoothen out. If price can get above it, maybe start of this week, I think we could see some sort of a rebound, given that there's some support at 96,000 for the time being. So I think there could be a slight rebound to sort of retest the 100,000 to about 103,000 resistance, this area over here. So might be still sideways between like 96 to about 100,000 area for now, I feel, for Bitcoin. Yeah, since there's some support at 96,000 and price is not breaking below that for now. Next one is I'll talk about Dow Jones. So Dow Jones mostly just range bound. Last Monday there was a gap down, but this level at horizontal level at 44,000 still holding as support over here. Then price did a rebound towards a resistance area close to 45k. Then on Friday came down again. So I think for now it's still likely just chopping sideways between 44 to 45,000. Yeah, unless we see a clear break of either level lah. Yeah, below 44,000, if the index breaks below that, I think the next support region will be closer to about 43.3 to 43.6 area. And if it breaks above 45,000, maybe it could go towards like 45.3 to 45.5k next. Yeah, so that's for Dow Jones, still rather sideways. Next one, I'll talk about Nasdaq. Nasdaq also very sideways. In general, all the indices are. So, for Nasdaq last Monday, one gap down, this 90.2k level still holding as support. Then gradually rebound. Something is like almost like a repeat over here last week compared to 2 weeks ago. Then resistance still around 19.8k. Then turned down a little bit on Friday. So for now, I think still very sideways. But let's see. If there's some sign of strength, this level 19.5k could hold as a support. So given that this is a trend line, this was a trend line resistance, that let's see whether it can turn into support over here or not to build a higher low. Then if the index wants to go upwards, you must try to start to build a higher low onwards, then try to attempt the resistance again at the 19.8 to 20,000 area lah. Yeah, but for now still sideways. I do think the support for now, this level 19.2k will still hold. And the worst case, will test 18.8k. This is also another support level. So overall, still sideways. Need to see whether the index can go above 19.8k consecutive days, then there might be a chance to for index to turn upwards. Yeah, if not just still sideways. Next one for S&P also similar. So this level at close to 5,940s, the retest of this trend line over here still holding as support when it get down, and then 6,100 is still holding as resistance. So still sideways, similar to Nasdaq. Need to see a close above 6,100. Then there could be some possible of upside from this range bound formation. Yeah, but I think for now, unless there's a breakout of 6,100, could be still sideways. Support likely still coming from the near the swing lows of the past 2 weeks of around 5,920s to about 6,000 this area. Yeah. Then next up, I'll talk about gold. So gold continue to outperform. So I think there's a very strong bullish momentum. It trades the price action wise is traded outside of this very gradual uptrend channel over here. So the movement starting to steepen. So I think we could still see some bullish kind of price action going forward. Like since Wednesday to Friday, there's some resistance around 2880, but today we saw a new high again. So there's still strong bullish momentum to start the week. I think zooming out, I think overall is kept in this uptrend channel in blue. So price could be attempting to try and retest this uptrend channel resistance. For me, I put it at around 29,000, 2,930 to about 2,960 area for now. Yeah, that could serve as some sort of resistance. So some might be something similar to October last year where price retested this channel resistance, and afterwards there's some pullback going on. Yeah, for now, we could still see some upside ahead. We've supported the recent lows around 2830 to about 2865 about it. Next up for oil, there's some weakness. So last Monday there was a gap up, and then price came down to test the 72.5 support. Afterwards, Tuesday and Wednesday there was a breakdown below, and price unable to recover a bit. So there was slight weakness to retest this next previous resistance level that's holding a support at 70.5. So for now, still overall some weakness. In terms of we look at the moving averages, the 5 and 10-day MA over here is holding as a resistance for now. So some resistance I think will be 72.5, 10-day MA as well as the breakdown level. Yeah, then if it goes a bit higher, 74 around the 20-day MA level. Yeah, there's also this trend line as well as a resistance as well since the breakdown. Yeah, there's support will likely come from this 70.5 level. Next support level downwards will be closer to about 68.5, these swing lows over here. Okay, then next one I'll talk about VIX. So VIX, nothing too much, just still very range bound over here. Support still holding around 14.5, 16 this area, then resistance whenever it goes about 20 to 22, there's some resistance. So I think still sideways unless we see a break below 40.5. Next support level could be about 12 to 13. Then if it closes about 22, then the resistance will be closer about 20, 27, 28 about that. And last but not least, I'll talk about copper. For copper, yeah, there's some very strong bullish momentum last week after we broke out of this channel and this pullback channel over here. So price managed to clear this 4.5 or 4.48 resistance level over here. Then I think it's trying to attempt this test this resistance level around 4.7 about that. So I think this will likely hold as a bit of resistance. Given a strong movement over here, we might see some sideways over here, sideways consolidation afterwards for copper. So that's it for the indices and commodities. I'll move on to some of the sectors. So I'll start with the tech stocks, which the FAANGM sector. So first start looking at Meta last week. Overall was rather sideways. Price still holding. Monday there was a gap down, but price still holding along the 5-day MA. So very strong over here still. Then afterwards we see price to attempt to clear 710 resistance level. So I think for now looks like price still above it. As long as price can continue to remain clear this resistance, I think overall still could see higher highs ahead, given that price momentum is still very strong supporting along the 5-day moving average. Yeah, then I think next resistance level might come from around 640, 600, sorry, 740, 750 next for Meta. Yeah. The next one I'll talk about is Amazon. Yeah, so for Amazon, I think still range bound. So after the results, it was kept down over here, but there's some support nearby over here, like from this swing low as well as this horizontal level over here. So that's about 225 to about 229. This area could serve as first level of support where price possibly could do a bit of rebound. Yeah, then next level of support I think could come from this uptrend channel over here in blue. So whenever price came down to this channel, there's some support. So currently, the next level of support will be somewhere closer to about 220 over here. Let me just plot it out. 220 over here, you have the channel support as well as some horizontal support over here as well. So this will be, I think, quite a strong support. Price does come down to this level. So for now, I think might rebound from this first level of support if it's strong. Yeah, then some resistance for now will be like 235 over here, which is this level where price was just holding sideways before this gap down. So maybe a bit of a range consolidation for now for Amazon. Then next one I'll talk about is Apple. So for Apple, yeah, Apple just consolidated in a very tight range after the gap down on Monday. So still some weakness. As price is still below this 237 level, where the results open high, there's a gap up and then sold down. And then we have this gap down over here, then price just consolidated sideways, but unable to retest this level. So I think for Apple over now, there's still some resistance with the moving averages just holding out over here. So if it does break down like to last week's consolidation over here, 227, we might see some lower levels where it might come down to test this like 220 to about 223 area over here again, which was the swing low over here before this small relief rally. Yeah, so it still looks a bit weak for now for Apple. The next one I'll talk about is Netflix. Yeah, so for Netflix, I think it's quite strong as well, similar to Meta. This one trading above the 5-day MA as well. Then recently, last week, there was a breakout above this close to 1,000 resistance level. So I think with that, we could still see some upside ahead. If you take the range 955 to about 1,000, that's about $45-50. So the next target level could be closer to 1,050 about there. That might serve as the next resistance. But overall, still one of the stronger counters in the FAANGM sector for now for Netflix. The next one is Google, another one that had a gap down after the earnings. So this one after the earnings, there was a gap down over here below this trend line support previously. So at this level, holding it out as a bit of resistance at 192. And then this horizontal, there's previously some horizontal support level here at 188. Friday, it held for 2 days, but Friday just closed lower with increased volume. So there might be a possibility it might not hold this support for now. So I think for now there could be a little bit of a possible downside to maybe test some lower support level at 181, 182 level, which was this gap up over here. And then previously this was also like another range resistance in the past. So this might be the next support level it could test. Then we see whether it can hold or not. Then some resistance will, for now, maybe it's at 190. So maybe a bit of a range bound if it does hold 181 over here. Yeah. If 181 cannot hold, then there's this gap over here that it might go to feel like 175, 176. Yeah, so let's see how it goes. The next one is Microsoft. Yeah, so Microsoft, I think there's still some possible weakness. So as price is hovering around this trend line support over here, but Friday was not a very nice close with slightly increased volume over here. So I think still a bit of weakness with some lower. There's a bit of weak rebound towards like 418 recently. So if it breaks below like this swing low, like 405, we could see maybe some lower lows towards like next closer levels like 398 to 400 about there. Yeah. So yeah, a bit of weakness as well for Microsoft. So in general, yeah, FANG sector wise, you see some weaker counters and some of the stronger counters together. There's a bit of a divergence now currently. Then next up, I'll talk about is the US banks. I'll start with the XLF ETF. So for this one is the SPDR Financial Sector Fund. So looking at the chart last week, yeah, Monday there was a gap down. Then afterwards we continue to see the strength in terms of financials where price continue to recover upwards, and then posted a higher high over here. Then a bit of slightly down on Friday, but I think still okay. When you look at in terms of MAs, still above 5 and 10-day MA, so still quite strong trend. I think for now, around this 51, this 51.40 levels will still hold as a bit of a support for now. Yeah, so it might do a bit of a sideways consolidation over here if you can't get above if you can't get above 52. But I think overall it's still the trend over here is still intact. We might see a bit of a consolidation. Then if we just try to break over 52 again, then I think we can see higher highs again. Move on to talk about the 4 US banks. So first one, JP Morgan, we continue to see strength in this counter. So there was a bit of sideways consolidation, then price broke above 270 resistance level. So I think that's very positive. I think definitely trading above the 5 and 10-day MAs as well. So we expect a continued upside, I think, towards maybe next target level, maybe like 290 to 300 that area. Yeah, still likely to continue its trend over here after a bit of a sideways consolidation. Okay, the next one I'll talk about is Bank of America. Okay, this one also managed to rebound from this horizontal support level upwards. Then retest of this very key resistance again around, this is around 47.7. So still unable to secure a very firm close above it. But let's see whether start this week can try to close above it. Given that there's still some buying support along the way after a sideways consolidation. So I think it will be positive as well if it does see a higher low on it. Yeah, I think overall, if can close above it, then we like to see some further upside hit, maybe towards like 48.50 to 49. Yeah. The next one I'll talk about is Wells Fargo. And so for Wells Fargo, this one also quite strong. Consolidation, then this one also Tuesday just broke above this consolidation of $80 to new highs. So I think likely to extend this trend ahead to actually go higher, similar to like JP Morgan. Next resistance level, I think could be around 82 to 83 next. Then for Citigroup, a bit sideways still. Looking not as strong as the rest, but I think still okay. So once he tries to clear this 83 resistance level, I think we can see the price break of this range between 78.50 to 80, around 83. Yeah, then maybe then we can see maybe the height of this is around 83, around 4.5. So maybe the next target level maybe closer to 87.50. Hopefully you can go there. Yeah, so I think overall for the financials still quite strong, one of the strongest sector now in the market. So I think we could likely to see continued strength going forward from this sector. Next one I'll talk about is the semicon sector. So first up, I'll bring out the chart of the Philadelphia Semicon Index SOX. So last week, I think we continue to see sideways. Monday open at this support level 4,050. Then we continue to do a bounce towards the resistance over here around close to 5,100. Then there's some resistance to end the week. So I think for now still very sideways. For now I think we might still just trade sideways unless we can see price try to hold firm above 5,100. Then there's a possibility. Then there could be some possibility of it trying to fill that gap if there's some bullish. If it does look a bit bullish lah. But overall, I think big picture wise still can be this range 5,300s upwards will still likely come as a resistance over here. Yeah, but for now, the shorter term time frame wise, I think for now 5,100 is the key resistance to clear for some upside ahead for the semicon sector. If not, we will just revert back down to this support over here close to 4,800s. Yeah. Okay, then next one I'll talk about is Nvidia, the individual counters. So first off, for Nvidia last week, I think it's a rebounded from this support level over here. So uh managed to uh get back above this blue color trend line over here. And then retesting this 129, 130 this swing high as well as this previous breakdown level. So I think for here over here there might be still some resistance over here. Yeah, then also when I pull the moving averages, this is also the 20-day MA level. So there might be some sort of slight resistance. Then I think support for now might come from around like 123, 124, which is the intersection between the 5 and 10-day moving averages over here. Yeah. Then also near to this blue color trend line as well. So over here, I think yeah, we might still see some consolidation, but let's see whether price can form a higher low or not to sort of stabilize this recent price movement. Next one I'll talk about is AMD. Yeah, so AMD after results we had a lower low over here. So yeah, definitely still in this downtrend over here. Then but very high volume after the results. Then afterwards a bit of 2 days of lower volume over here lah. So I think the key for now, if AMD wants to rebound, we need to see another a greater volume day coming. The price tries to rebound over here. Then it might go on to test 115 over here as the supporter resistance level lah. But I think overall, generally still no signs of reversal yet. Yeah, 115, 117 will likely be still against the resistance zone over here. Then support wise will be the recent lows. Then yeah, 106 previously was a level as well, I think. So yeah, price might still hold support around here, 105. Yeah, the next level will be around close to 99 to 100. That will be a psychological level as well. So yeah, I think nothing much has changed for AMD for now. Then next one is TSM. Yeah, for TSM price, I think last week managed to get back above these trend lines. So let's see whether they can stay above it. This 205, 206 horizontal level as well, which is key resistance level in the past. So if price can stay firm over here with these recent higher lows along the way, if there's some support that comes in over here, then I think there could be some slight rebound that come towards like 215 to fill or even higher to fill this gap around 222. Yeah, but for now, let's see how it goes. Yeah, need to stand firm above 206 over here. Okay, next one is ASML. So I think for ASML, it's still okay. So because after this yeah, so over here I think there was a gap down, but then it tested 720 this key level of resistance in the past, then tried to add support. Then we had the deep seek gap down, and then came back upwards. Then the last week the gap down over here, it was a smaller gap down. Then good signs was that he continued to hold this 720 level over the week. So I think if you continue to hold over here, then if you can try to attempt to break over 750 this resistance level, then we might see some upside to test the range resistance again close to 780. Yeah, so as long as 720 holds, then I think there's still some positive signs over here for now. Yeah. The next one I'll talk about is Marvell. Yeah, so for Marvell, there was a recover. Like last week, there was this 105 support level still holding over here. So there was a retest, then price continued to go upward. So that's a positive sign. Then filled the gap over here, 120, some resistance, 122 to 125 is a resistance area. So there was held afterwards. So I think over here, let's see whether price can it might do another retest of this swing low at 106. See whether it can hold as a bit of a support. Hold as a bit of a support here or not. If can, then I think it's still overall still positive, but expect resistance to still come in at the recent highs above 116 for now. Then next one is Broadcom. So for Broadcom, I think a bit similar as well. Price last week there was a bit of a sideways over here, 220. And this support is a bit of resistance level. Then there was a gap up over here to 235. Then just still holding on as a bit of resistance. So I think for now, if it does pull back, these levels, 220 could still hold as a bit of support over here. Then let's see whether they can continue to form a higher lows along the way. Then yeah, higher highs and higher lows along this way. Then see whether can try to attempt like 240s, this resistance level again or not. Then next one, Micron. I think Micron just moving sideways for now. Still, we're still seeing support around this previous gap over here around E89, $90. Then resistance is 96 about here. So yeah, just range bound. If it goes above, we can break above 96, then potentially could go on to retest the resistance over here closer to 103. If there's a break below 88, then could come back down to the lower support level, right, closer to 84, 85 or that. Then last but not least, I'll talk about is Intel. Yeah, so for Intel, I think overall just sideways at support level of 18.8 over here. Then continue to see weakness where price is still below this recent breakdown level at 19.7, supporting to resistance. Then also, I think along the MAs, you can see is rejected along the 5-day MA as well. So that's still very, yeah. So I think maybe still a bit of sideways, but I still expect this to hold as resistance 19.7 for now. Maybe below 18.8, next support level will be 18.3 for Intel. Yeah, then I'll go to the last sector, which is the EVs. So next one is Tesla. Yeah, so for Tesla, last week still, I think we started to see some weakness. We still, so originally I was looking at it as a like consolidation. Price was just mainly consolidating between like 375 to about 430 over here. Then we can see every time it came to this 377 level, price rebounded from the support. Then last Monday it was kept down, price still holding as support, but afterwards, I think Wednesday onwards, you can see another retest with a lower high bounce now, trading possibly in this downwards channel. Afterwards, then there's a gap down below, and Friday continue to remain below, then this upper wick over here showing resistance. So I think with that, yeah, price could hit some a bit lower. For now, some support levels are near-term support levels are in sight also. 357, this was a previous consolidation reason. So there might be still some support that come in from over here. Yeah. Yeah, there might be still some support that comes in over here, do a slight rebound, but I will still expect 377 to hold as some resistance for now. Next support level will be 304, around 340 over here, where previously there was a lot of consolidation taking place. So this might be a key level to watch out for. Then followed by 327, 328 over here. Yeah, I think overall still very weak trend over here. Price is below the 5-day moving range for now. Next one I'll talk about is Xpeng. Yeah, so for Xpeng, I think overall last week just moving sideways, but uptrend still intact, still very strong. You can see price trading above the 5-day moving average. There's a contrast to Tesla. So over here, resistance for now is like 17.5. We can break above there. I think next resistance level we can look at for the price is closer to about 18.5, 18.6. Previously, there was quite a long previous horizontal resistance here in the past. Yeah, then for after that, next key level will be closer to about close to the $20 mark. So for Xpeng, I think overall the current short-term trend is still quite strong over here. Then the price can break above this last week's resistance 17.7. I think we could expect higher highs ahead. Then for NIO is just still very weak. So still we can see the contrast still. This one, NIO 4.4 is still a resistance level. Price still can't get above it. And this one just moving sideways, some support around $4 to $4.10. So yeah, unless you can see a break above 4.4, I think if not, still very weak for now. And last but not least, I'll talk about is Rivian. Yeah, so for Rivian, also weakness still just consolidating over here like a bearish flag. Since the breakdown of this uptrend channel, yeah, and support at 13 turning to resistance still. And then still below some of the moving averages like the 10, 20 over here. So if there's a, yeah, for now, support is 12, around 12. If there's a breakdown, then I think next support level to look at will be closer to about 11 over here. Yeah, so that's it for the different sectors. I'll move on to the Q&A, that you all have. Yeah, so hi, within BY, your counters are AI, Pfizer, and Celsius. Yeah, so first up is C3AI. With C3AI, I think some positivity is that over here when Monday price actually opened lower below this support level of 30.5, but it closed above it and continue to remain above it for the rest of the week. So possible, like this is actually more of a bullish sign up because of a price open below a support but can close above it. Then another thing is that break out this trend line resistance over here as well as some horizontal resistance at 33 over here. So doing a bit of sideways consolidation. So I think if it can hold support between like 32 to 33 this area, then there's still some possibility of some rebound ahead. But I think 35.60 this swing high level could still have a bit of resistance given the high volume over here. Then overall it's in the downtrend also. So maybe I think for now, maybe just some sideways between like 32 plus to like 35 plus over here. Maybe do a bit of sideways first. Yeah, but a bit of a positive sign from the pullback that given the price is doing starting to rebound a little bit over here. Then next counter is Pfizer. Okay, for Pfizer, I think it's just still trading along a trend line over this trend line support, but possible some signs of weakness lah. So this is the last. I feel that this 25.50 is some sort of a last line of defense in the short term because you can see price actually is like there's a double top over here, like the 27 price I need to like get above to make new highs. Then over here it retested the trend line support again relatively fast over here. And then I think it was after the earnings as well. So overall, you can see some weakness over here. We break below 25.50, this horizontal support level, we could expect a bit of a slight weakness to continue. Maybe perhaps towards like 24.70, this level over here. Yeah, next. Yeah, then next one is Celsius. Okay, for Celsius, I think this one last week. This one last week wasn't continued the bearish trend. So this one after break 25.50 support level consolidated over here in a bearish flag, then there was step down opening that fell below the support. So definitely still bearish trend for now. Next support level could be around $20.50. I think I marked out in my chart over here. This horizontal resistance, this horizontal level in the past. Then for now, I think at most maybe some sideways or a bit of a bounce. I will expect some resistance like 23 to about 24 will be the resistance if it does connect with the 10-day MA again. Something like similar over here. So it might do a bit of a sideways and face a bit of resistance and come down again. Still bearish trend. Then next one is MSI, VBK, SMH. Okay, MSI is Motorola Solutions. Okay, so for this one, I think it's still range bound, but I think some positive signs is that since breaking above 460 over here, there was some signs of starting to recover. Price we had a higher high as compared to 470 over here. Then we traced downwards, held this breakout level as support. And then over here last week, continue to see this 460 is held as support. Then there was a breakout of 473 as well. So we can see price starting to form a higher base over here. Then the very nice sign that 460 is over here still holding as support. Definitely no doubt still this level 485 still holding as some resistance given that this was a breakdown level in the past. But I would think that if price can continue to form a higher low, let's say try if it tests like 470s now and hold a higher low support, then I think overall might be still going upwards, trying to go upwards slowly lah. Yeah, then if you can go above 480s, then it might come back to test the previous the next resistance zone around 490 to about 500 over here. Yeah, so I think it might be a gradual recovery for Motorola. Yeah. But I think there's possible earnings to watch out for as well this week. Yeah. The next one is VBK. And so for VBK is the Vanguard Small Cap Growth ETF. I think for this we are still seeing sideways. I think this one as compared to the major indices like your Dow, your S&P, Nasdaq, I think this one still holding some bullish signs lah. So because this one is very range bound in general. Then we can see this range over here, then there's another range over here. A positive sign is that despite the two gap downs in the overall market, this 287, 288 level with previous resistance still holding as support. So that's a good sign. Then still this 295 is still the resistance. So I think overall, as long as this 287 level does not break down, then if you can see then if you can see like 295 being there's a breakout lah, then I think overall still more towards bullish side lah, where hopefully you can try to retest 300 this resistance again in the near future. Yeah. And then for SMH is the VanEck Semicon ETF. So this one is the chart wise is quite similar to the SOX ETF I shared on just now. So I think for now, just still very sideways. Unless we can see price break above 250, then it could possibly start to fill this gap around 260 over here. Yeah, if not, it will just revert back to maybe the support again, like 237, then just continue trade sideways. Okay, next question is AT&T, Novo Nordisk, and Rocket Lab. For AT&T, I think overall this one the uptrend is still holding very well. After the earnings, there was a gap up over here. Then last week there was a retest of the resistance. It broke out from like 2370 and continue hold as support. So still very positive sign. Then I think now 5 and 10-day MES are like converging together. I think this might bring the price up again to maybe test this short-term highs around 25 again. But I think looking from the long term, there might be a possible trend line resistance over here where price there was a bit of a pullback every time price came to this level. So yeah, this might be a bit of resistance zone. So I think personally we might still see maybe a bit of a sideways choppy kind of price movement around the $25 mark. Yeah, but I think overall uptrend is still intact. Yeah, just maybe moving a bit sideways for now. Then for Novo Nordisk, Novo Nordisk, I think this one is very range bound for now. So we can see the key resistance is like $89. After there was a earnings, then there was a gap up to retest a resistance still holding out. So, but I think positive is that if price can continue hold above 81, then previously this level over here might be like a false breakdown. So overall, if you can start to see a bit of a higher low start to form, then a price try to reattempt 89 again, then there might be a possibility of price starting to reverse upwards in a bit in the short term, given that it's fallen quite a bit. Yeah, then for now, it's still holding in the range. Then let's see whether it can break over 89 or not. Then for some recovery. Next recent level, I think, would be possibly around 95, 96, which was a key horizontal level of support in the past. Next question is Rocket Lab. So for Rocket Lab, I think this one overall is still bullish. This one there was a range and a breakout above 27.50. But price action wise, this one price was still unable to get above new highs. Then from this high volume day, right? From this high volume day onwards, you can see volume started to shrink and then price started to show weakness as well. So there might be some short-term top over here. If price starts to break below this 27 level over here, which was because had this previously there was this consolidation then we will expect like this breakout level to hold as support. But for now, there's still like not much signs of strength yet. You can see some of the upper wicks along the way, around when it comes to like 30 plus over here. So I think for now, if you want to see the strength back, you still need to see the bullish candle coming with increased volume. Try to close near this week or upper weeks over here for price to continue moving upwards. But yeah, but for now maybe sideways lah. If it breaks below 27, then there might be some chance of further pullback towards the support area like 22 to 20, like 24 over here, this region. Yeah. Next question is on GE Healthcare, RTX, and GE. Yeah, so for GE Healthcare, I think this one, let me see. This one, I think still okay when you see in terms of the structure, the previous resistance over here, $86, this consolidation resistance still holding out as support last week. Then for now, the resistance is at around close to $90. So for now, I think as long as this range still hold as support, then I think if price try to attempt this $90 game, then I think there's a chance that it could continue going higher now. Next resistance level is at close to 90, 180 over here, this level. So this one is like a gradual kind of sideways uptrend kind of movement as well. Then for next question is on RTX. Okay, for RTX, this one, it's I think for now it might be like some sort of a critical moment, because I think for now price moving sideways, then when the 5 and 10-day moving average start to converge together. So over here, if there's a breakdown below like 127, then we might see some pullback towards like this level, like 125 again over here. Yeah. So for some strength, you need to continue to try to some bullish candle come in and try to push price towards like 132 again for now. So maybe this one like sideways for now, but if there's a breakdown below 127, you might see a bit of weakness towards like back towards 125 again. Then for GE, now this one I think overall this one is still still quite a nice kind of price action, because of since after the results gap up and then retest prior resistance like 194 still holding support. Also above the moving averages 5 and 10-day, the short term ones. So higher lows as well, then another retest of 107 swing high resistance, high volume, these high volume days. So I think still okay. This one I think if still likely to move higher if there's a breakout of 207 ticks. Next is Three Liu, Soundhound, ANAP, and Flowers. Yeah, so for Three Liu, let me just see what's the next level. Yeah, for Three Liu, I think for now it's moving a bit sideways. Yeah, after this gap up over here, price starting to sideways, 5 10-day moving start to converge. So over here, if there's a breakdown below this level, we might see a bit of a slight weakness back to retest like this swing low support 141 about there. Then if price can break above 149, then likely to still continue the uptrend upwards. So I think for now we need to see how it goes over here, since it's just very tight movements recently. Yeah. Above 14, let me see what's the next resistance level above 149. Yeah. Previously, I think next level could be around close to 163, 164, based on these previous levels back in 2022. There was a consolidation breakdown level over here. Yeah, so let's see how it goes for Twilio. Then for SoundHound AI, for now, I think just moving sideways since breakdown below like $18 is supporting the resistance. Then, but the key support holding now is still 1270. Then price is just moving sideways. So for this, I think still just very range bound kind of fund, unless you can get back above 18. Sorry, unless you can get back above like 1770, then next reason will be close about $20 about there. Okay, next one is flowers. So for flowers, this one I think just overall still very range bound, very strong support around $7.20. Then whenever it comes to like close to 840, there's some resistance. Then around like around 910, 920, there's also resistance. So for now, it's after you see this, there was I think it was earnings, there was a gap down, then price from support move towards the resistance, then pull back, then started to move sideways, a bit of decreasing volume. So I think overall, a bit of a sideways starting to take place between like 760 to about 840. So I think maybe still a bit of a sideways for now, unless price can break above 840, then try to go to the higher resistance level. Yeah. Okay, hi Sharon, good evening. Your question is please provide two support and resistance for Dell, Trump, Media, and Viking Therapeutic. Okay, let's look at the three counters that you mentioned. For Dell, I think Dell for now, first resistance will be around 110, which was this previous range support level which it broke down from. Then next one will be maybe closer to about 119, 120 lah, this level over here. Support wise for now will still be this current range is in, so that's about 100, about there. Then another lower support level, if there's a breakdown below, then be closer about 92 lah, I think for Dell. Then for Trump Media, Trump Media, this one still moving sideways, still below this support level breakdown ever since it broke below this 33.80 about that. So some support will be like 29, close to $29 about here. Then support recent 33. Then next recent up will be around 37, I feel. And then below 29, next support level could be 26.70. This one's still maybe moving sideways for now. Then for Viking Therapeutics, this one support around $30.50 for now, and resistance is around like close to 34.80. Yeah, then next result upwards will be possibly around 38, below 30.5. Next support level. I think next key support level will be maybe a bit lower, like 25.50, because previously there was there's some volume imbalance over here, where price move up quickly with then you just reach the next level. So this might be the next key level. Yeah, this one just still range consolidation, but overall still downtrend. So if this one break down the support, there's still a chance that it could go lower and low. Yeah. So then the second half of your question is, what do you think of the future impact of tariff rise on Tesla, NVIDIA, AMD, Dell, and Micron? Okay, for this, I think I didn't do the fundamental research. So that's my other colleagues, they are covering it. So I think if you're interested, I think you can feel free to like drop an email to my team. I think I can give you a team's email over here. I'll just reply you over here. Yeah, psr@phillip.com.sg. Yeah. So if you're interested to find out the implications, like on the fundamental side, I think my colleagues can help you with it. Thanks. Next question is on Carrier Global. Yeah, for Carrier Global GRTX, I went through just now. So for Carrier Global, this one is still continuing on its downtrend, I think, for now. It's this breakdown of 65.60 is still resistance. Yeah, so I think might be still moving, still continuing downwards. Some support for now will be 63, this swing low. Below 63, this will be, I think will be a next key level around 61, 61.20, this previous consolidation support in the past. So yeah, I think overall it's still downtrend. Price might still continue its lower lows. Yeah, I think there's also some results released this week as well. Okay, next question is TLT and phase Celsius, and yeah. So I'll talk about TLT and phase Celsius I went through just now. So for TLT, we have a recovery over here where price is still maintaining above like this 88 resistance level. Then for now there's uh some resistance around $90.20 lah. So over here, then next level it could go up towards is like 92. So I think over here, as long as price can continue to remain above 88, then maybe it could still move higher towards like 90.3 and 92 as the next resistance levels lah. I think for this is the universe of the 20-year yield movement. So looking at 20-year yield, 20-year yield, I think for now there's a bit of a pullback recently, but coming from this trend line, it might hold price a little bit. So there might be a bit of slight rebound to test this breakdown level at 4.82 about there. Then possibly it could just continue going lower lah. Yeah, so I think for now, yeah, that means that for the TLT, it might go down a little bit. Then if the yield is rejected from this breakdown level, continue go downwards, then I think TLT might continue to rise. Okay, next question is on Palo Alto, Lam Research, ASML, and United Health. Okay, for this one, I think it's a range formation for now. Price is made a higher low, then just range between 180 to 197 about that on Friday. I think on the earnings also coming up this week. So for now, maybe still a bit of there could be some slight pullback if it can't break above this 197 levels. I think short-term support will come around 991 about there. Yeah, then next support level downwards will be around like 186 about there. Yeah. So maybe a bit of sideways consolidation if we can't get above 197 for now. The next one is on Lam Research. Yeah, so for Lam Research, I think this one, the price is similar to ASML. So this one, 79.50 is like key level, I feel. Then over here is a resistance in the past, and tried to act as support. Then there was the DeepSeek gap down, price recovered back upwards. Then last week, a bit of a gap down again, but this level, this time it got be held at 79 level. So over here, as long as still hold as support, I think it could try to go upwards to test the resistance like around 86, about there, 84 to 86, this resistance zone. Yeah, so I think still range bound, but as long as whole 79 over here is still more positives. Yeah, it could mean that price breaks out from this range over here between like 71 to 79. Okay, ASMR I went through just now, so I think it's roughly the similar kind of price action. Then for United Health, this one I feel is starting to turn sideways. This one, yeah, after this, there was the earnings gap down, then price did a bounce, tested the resistance 148, couldn't move higher for now. So just starting to move sideways. Yeah, I think the support could come in between like 510 to 520, this area for now. Then this continues a bit of a range move. The next question is on Adobe and Pepsi. Okay, for Adobe, I think price starting trying to recover back at 433. This was like support level in the past. Then there was a breakdown that occurred. Price retested. Then there was some strength where price continued to remain above it. Didn't reject off from this level. So I think if price can continue to hold over here, 430 is that's still positive, but maybe still it's just doing a consolidation between 430 to 450 for now. Yeah. So maybe it will still a bit of a sideways for now. And for Pepsi, let's see for Pepsi. And this one is like after the earnings tested there was a gap down, tested the support around 143, 144, this support level over here again. Recently around there's some nearby there's some support around there as well. So this one, as long as if this one can hold as support, then I think then I want to see like some bullish candle coming over here lah, and try to then hope that price try to come back up towards like 150 again. This breakdown level over here. Then might just do a bit of a sideways consolidation. I think overall still the downtrend is still quite strong. So for now, need to see whether it starts to hold the support level over here, 143. Then it can rebound a little bit if 150 is resistance. Okay, hi, MS Feng. Your counter is on the Bumi Pharma every. Yeah, for Bumi Pharma, I think this one there's like since the breakdown of this 83 cents, this uptrend support line over here, price starting turn weak, then also below the horizontal consolidation support, 84.5 cents. Then I think near term wise, some support will come from this 77 to 78, 78.5 cents, this previous resistance area now. Price might starting to do a bit of rebound from. So I would expect from now maybe a little bit of slight rebound to test this downtrend resistance line, but still likely to face resistance from a lower high level. So I feel 82 cents here might be quite a resistance for now with this trend line, and then this was also a breakdown level. So might be still continuing on the current pullback for Bumi Pharma now. Oops. Okay, next question on Ion Q, BBAI, Intuit, and Phase. Oh yeah, sorry, just I forgot to go through at Phase. So let me just talk about this. Yeah, so for Enphase, I think this one still range, but I think still we can still see some weakness where um 59 here is still holding as a support, but the rebound towards this previous breakdown level, like $70, is still resistance. So maybe this price will still do some pullback again towards the $60 support level here again. Then do maybe a bit of consolidation between 60 to 66 over here for now. Yeah, then if it breaks below like this 60 level, then we could see maybe further downside. Yeah, okay, even that overall is turning down. Next support level is like 52 about there. So need to see that. I think for now, maybe still some sideways until like if 69 can get back above it again. Okay, next one for Ion Q, this one I think just moving sideways. So since the gap down over here, price recovered, then after that it's just trading sideways between like 37, 30 to about 45, 50 about here. So I think nothing too much. Need to see break either level. Above 45, 50, then you could go on to fill the gap where over here maybe 50 to 51, there's some resistance. Then below 37, next support level might be this 32.50, this level over here. Yeah, so that's for Ion Q. And BBAI, the Big Bear AI, this one I think just momentum for now. Where price was it broke above this swing high 680 lah. So break above retest, then continue to go close quite strong on Friday. Then currently pre-market there's a gap up. So I think this one might still go a little bit higher. Some of the next resistance levels that it could test is around like I think close to 1060. This might be a key level, given that this is the swing high form after 3 days. Then previously there was a swing high over here, but then a support and resistance. So this I think might be a key level lah, close to 10, sorry, around close to 1050 about there. Yeah. So that's for BPI, this region. 1040 to 1060 might be a resistance for now next. Yeah, I think this one is just riding on the momentum for now. When the sudden volume surge. And then for Intuit, this one I think still a gradual downtrend over here lah. So still weakness where price we see below 598 over here, this support breakdown. Then we have the price trading along a downwards resistance line as well. So I think we still might see further weakness ahead towards the next support level lah. Previously, there's some swinger support established around 562 over here. So yeah, I think we might still see some downside, maybe towards to test this level. Then there might be some rebound towards. Okay, next one is Fiverr International and UiPath and Zscaler. Okay, for five, I think price, this one is moving, just is a consolidation, but we can see weakness lah. So this might be a possible breakdown taking place, especially with the lower swing highs being formed, and maybe starting to see lower highs also here as well. So I would think there's some weakness over here for now. If price continues to, if it can't go above like $31, continue to hold above it, then we might see a little bit of downside to test this swing low again, 29 about there. Then next key support previously in the past, this range was 28.20 lah. So a bit of weakness now with the lower highs being formed for now. Yeah, for the next is UiPath. UiPath, I think this one is quite choppy. This one, yeah, price previously over here is 14, then it break down, then afterwards consolidation, then there was a break upwards again. So this one, yeah, 14 is a key level lah. So they will decide how it goes. So if it breaks below 14 again, I think we could possibly expect some downside towards like close to 13. 13, there's this trend line support over here. Yeah, then if can continue over 14, then I think might just trade between 14 to 15, where there's some resistance over here. Yeah, so this one is just very sideways, choppy. And for Zscaler, this one I think is just moving a bit of consolidation sideways over here for now. So this was previously this area around 200, right? This was like the support in the past. Then coming back here, there was quite a lot of sideways over here back then. This was November last year. So over here, back here, need to sideways a little bit with quite a lot of resistance from the past. So I think it's just mostly consolidating sideways between 198 to 208. So if you can get above it, if there's some bullish candle starting to form, then there might be some continued rebound upwards towards like 216, 217 again. I think overall it's still just range over here for this Zscaler. Yeah, hi Sally, your comments is CrowdStrike, Google and Lulu. Okay, for CrowdStrike, I think it's still quite strong. Yeah, then this one possible some resistance might come from this trend line, but it could possibly stand above it. I think overall still uptrend, still more towards bullish bias. Then recently consolidation between 340s to 390 breakout continue to form higher. So I think for now a bit of a slight reason over here, but if price can, let's say, start to form bullish candle again, then I think generally could still make higher highs, given that it's still in a very nice steady uptrend. Then for Google, I went through just now, so I talk about Lululemon. So Lululemon, I think this one just still very range lah, very clear defined range between 367 between like 415. So still resistance around here, pull back. I think this one, if need want to see break out, then need to form a higher low lah. Start to form high low, perhaps like 390 over here. Where this is like some sort of a resistance support kind of level. Then if you can start to form higher low, then try to attempt resistance again, then there might be more chance of a breakout. But for now, I think nothing too much, still just range bound. Need to see break off either direction of 367 or 415. Okay, hi James, I counted a HON, Honeywell, Berkshire, and Uber. Yeah, this one Honeywell, it was consolidating sideways over here. Then bring down 225, we tested into resistance, and there was a gap down, increased volume. I think it's after earnings. So for now, some bearish momentum. I think we could see price might go down a little bit more to test this support region, which is around 200s, around 200 over here. Then if start to form some support, it might do a bit of a bounce. Yeah, then I think for now, resistance will be like around 212 to 216. I think, overall still trending downwards. With some price weakness be even before the results. So there might be still continuation of the weakness ahead. Yeah, with the lower highs and lower lows. Okay, then for Berkshire Hathaway, I think this one very range bound lah. This one but still positive kind of price action because over here 459 days range resistance still holding as support twice lah from the gap downs. And then price was able to recover back up towards the resistance at 470s. So this one, if you can form a higher low, then try to move upwards again. I do think that it will still likely to move higher. Yeah, towards the next resistance around 485 to his swing high. This is 490. Yeah, even that when it came down, there's still some support from prior resistance. So overall, it's still more bullish price action for Berkshire. Then for Uber, this one, this one was quite nice. It's a range consolidation, resistance 64 holding its support. Then broke out of like this $70 range resistance on Friday, high volume recently. Then I think testing this previous resistance. So this 78, I think for now 76 to 78 likely still hold as a bit of resistance from the past levels. So I think might just do a bit of a sideways over here. Then short-term support, if you can hold like 73 over here, then I think it will be quite strong. Let's see whether you can form another range with higher lows for Uber to continue this rebound. Okay, next question is any thoughts on TA on ServiceNow PayPal block or Arc Next Gen? Okay, I thought I'll get ServiceNow first. Okay, for ServiceNow, this one I think it's more generally still range from 99 like 1,000 to about 1,150. Then recently after earnings, there was a gap down. I think then price is just moving in a tight range sideways, between 1,000 to like 1,000. So I think over here, price needs to see some bullish candle back up to try to maintain this range. If not, if there's a breakdown below, right, then I think previously there could be like double top here being formed already. So if there's a breakdown, I think price could start to reverse downwards to test next support level downwards at like 945 or here. Yeah, so I think you need to watch out over here, see whether price can hold the support or ServiceNow. Then for PayPal, PayPal, there's some weakness after the result. There's the gap down breaking below this range structure between 82 to 93. Yeah, some support and the resistance high volume coming back down. So I think for now, short-term price could test is likely to test this 76 level, this range, and then see whether it can hold as a bit of a support. Yeah, short-term likely still weak. I think maybe sideways consolidation within 76 to like 80 for now. And then for block, okay, for block, yeah, this one also still range bound, but I think some weakness still persists because this 93, the break over here is there's a failed breakout. Then the Dow two it tested two times still resistance, then price coming back down. So we might see price coming back down to test this support around to 82.70 again. Then maybe just still some sideways consolidation for now. Yeah. Then next one is ARK next generation internet ETF, ARKW. Okay, this I think still looking okay. Let's see. So this one has been forming a range and price breakout. So as long as continue to hold above 119, which currently still doing it, I think could still trade higher highs ahead. Just assuming that this breakout can break out the range, can continue the primary uptrend over here lah. So above this level, I think fully we can see price go on to test like 134 this or 133, 134 this previous support level breakdown previously as the next resistance. So I think this one still got a chance as long as holds above 119. Okay, hi Richard, your question is what's your take on SoFi? Okay, let's take a look at SoFi. Yeah, for SoFi, I think for now I'm still leaning more towards possible weakness because when price there was a break over 1650 over here for a few days. Then after the results came, there was a gap down, and then price tried to retest back this level, but found resistance. So with that, afterwards then we can see some weakness big when price consolidated, then there was a breakdown below this 1560. So lower highs, lower lows, breakdown of support level. Then if it breaks down below this next, the current support level is around $14.80, then maybe we could still see some further weakness ahead to test the next support zone around like this around $13, about 13.80, this area over here. Yeah, so I think overall might still be a bit weak in the short term. Okay, the next question is on A for iron and Celestica and Talent Energy. Yeah, so for iron, I think this one is range bound for now. When we look at November over here, whenever it comes to this support range 9.2, 10.2, tends to rebound. Then resistance is from about 13 onwards, 13 to 15 points. So for now, I think we could still see some rebound, a little bit of rebounds. Maybe test this level again and come back down a little bit. Yeah, some like maybe similar to this part over here. So I think still range bound lah for now. And then for Celestica, okay, this one is still quite strong. But it's yeah, this one overall uptrend with some consolidation along the way. Then for now, I think it's quite high near the highs, which is around like above 130. There's some resistance. So over here where price try to break above it, try to break out 133, but then couldn't hold above it. So for now, if it breaks below this level, there might be some short-term weakness, but this is still maintaining as a resistance. Yeah, so I think for now, yeah, maybe you could see a bit of a slight further pullback. Main support for now will be like 120, then 1 next probably. Yeah, but overall maybe just some consolidation lah. Overall it's still uptrend. In short term, maybe consolidation. Okay, next one is talent energy. I think there's still it's 9:15. I think there's still some question. I'll take all of this, then I'll close the session afterwards. For talent energy, I think this one also range bound, rebounding from the support 192, then this one also breaking above 230 after a bit of consolidation over here, then filling the gap. So this one, yeah, it might see another some short-term consolidation here after some resistance at the gap around 245. Then if you can overcome it, then I think would still try to retest this 258 again. So this one is like a gradual try to move upwards slowly kind of price action recently. The next one is Teladoc and GameStop. Okay, but this one Teladoc, I think this one breakout of 1060, then just moving upwards, still quite strong for now. 1230 retest, then Friday still holding above it. Then today there's another gap up. So testing some resistance next around 1350 to $14. There's a next resistance zone in the past over here. So yeah, let's see whether it can test this. It could test these levels, then still face some bit of resistance. Yeah, I think this one is also like more of kind of momentum kind of play for now. Yeah, so this previously over here, you can see price move out very fast, and afterwards the volume just shrank and then came back down. So it really depends on how the kind of movement that you see over here. But next key resistance will be 1430 will be quite some resistance because previously this was a range support breakdown in the past. Then for GameStop, this one just still a bit of weakness. I think with the breakdown of 2660 recently, then currently is testing this resistance level, still holding at some support at 2470. Yeah, so maybe he still hold here for a while, maybe just sideways between 2470 to 26 about there. Yeah. If it breaks below 2470, then there could be some further weakness towards like 2023 next. Yeah, for GameStop. Okay, I'll take the last question. Hi, Wing Hong. The question is on Eli Lilly. So for Eli Lilly, I think this one it's look too bad. So after the results, there was price possibly broke out this trend line resistance over here, and then previously this was a very long consolidation between like mostly 720s to about 850. So this is the horizontal and trend line resistance breakout. So assuming that this can hold, is testing this 900 previous support level in the past. So there might be some resistance here. So, but if you can see a higher low starting to build like this, if it does retest this 840, 850 resistance and holding and support, then I'm still leaning more towards positive. I think it could continue to move upwards in future. Yeah, so I think for now there might be some reversal taking place. With these kind of breakouts after the results. Yeah. So I think that's all for today's session. I'll stop sharing my screen. Thanks all for tuning in and asking questions. I'll just I'll drop a survey link in the chat. So let me just look for it. Okay, so yeah, I dropped the survey form below. So you can feel free to fill it up and fill your feedback about today's session or how you can improve your experience further in the future. And also feel free to join our P3 community on technical analysis. If you haven't, can download using the app. Link below. I'll post TA content over there. And also we have Williams TA Telegram group. So you can feel free to join if you're new. Also, I'll post TA content over there as well. Okay, I see in the chat there's a question. Hi Jane. Yeah, so if you missed it, there's also a replay that's uploaded every Tuesday on PhillipCapital YouTube. So you can just search PhillipCapital YouTube, then under the live under the live tab, we'll record the TA webinar, so you can feel free to just watch it anytime if you miss it. Yeah, thanks. So I think that's all for today's session. I appreciate all of you for tuning in. Have a great night ahead, have a great trading week ahead, and stay safe. And I wish you all the best in your trading. And I see you again next week. So bye bye. Thank you everyone, and have a good week ahead. Bye bye.